It sounds as though a lot of the struggles that your family had endured and so forth has also given you that appreciation for wanting to give back and wanting to make a difference, which clearly shows.
Yeah, what's interesting is also it's not so much just the struggles and the sacrifice that my personal family made in order for me to be here today, but there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of folks that have struggled and that have kind of made sacrifices in order for me to be here today. I will not know the names of 99% of them. I barely know the faces. But if I want a reminder, it's easy to just go to the Museum of Chinese in America, not far from here, and see those faces, and all those struggles that kind of they went through and that hardship that they went through. They never knew that I was going to exist, and I don't know their names, but like kind of in a weird esoteric way, we are connected because they built the foundation in which folks like me and you can do what we do today. Without that struggle, without that hardship, we wouldn't be here today. I was at a huge retailers kind of diversity conference once, and it's a huge retailer. It was the first time they had ever put on an Asian American affinity group diversity session. You would be shocked. This retailer is like long storied, it's gigantic. It was the first time that Asian Americans had ever organized and said, hey, we want to have a day where we can discuss the issues affecting us. And so they invited me, and so I went, and yes, we're a competing retailer, but it's all in the name of doing the right thing. So question from the crowd came and said, why are we wasting our time here? Like, what are we really doing? And I was like, get that man a coffee. What's wrong? Did you not have lunch? Lunch was pretty good, man. But he then articulated that, this is our first Asian American one, but I've been to like just the diversity ones in general, and it seems like nothing ever happens. Especially for the Asians within this company. Like we write letters, we kind of try to meet with management, but a lot of stuff just never really happens. And what is the end goal here? I don't think any of that will change within our lives, and I frankly don't see a lot of change. Took me aback because I was like, I was expecting like softballs, but this was like a 180 mile per hour heater right down the middle. So I gathered myself and thought, you know what? At the end of the day, you have to live with the fact that you will come to next year's session and the session after that and the year after that and the year after that, and nothing may seem like it's changing, and so meaning that you may come to all these different sessions and nothing will change perhaps for you, and you have to be okay with that. And people in the crowd were like, what? This guy's gone off his rocker. And what I meant by that was that the folks that marched at Selma, the folks that fought for civil rights, and the folks that did all these crazy things for civil rights, actually the vast majority of them were never alive to see an African-American president. But yet, it didn't detract from the mission of what they were doing and the fight that they fought, right? And so what I was trying to convey is that all those hundreds of thousands of, if not millions of Asian Americans that came before us, they never imagined a day where you would have, like an Asian American entrepreneur in a magazine talking about, e-commerce, right? That was unfathomable about 100 years ago. But yet, they did what they did in order to build the base that we have today. And for us, we're early in that mission. And so there could be a day where me and you, we might perish from this earth not having seen an Asian American vice president or president. And that's perfectly okay. That doesn't take away from the fact that we have to do what we have to do, including talking about these issues. And so, that was kind of how I thought about it. But it was just a really interesting kind of anecdote that came to my mind.